place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day.
24 Ford Explorer Limited, $37,990. 24 Ford Ranger Raptor 4x4, just $56,940. 23 Lincoln Aviator all-wheel drive, $48,993. Ravenor Ford, your hometown team, delivering pre-owned vehicles you can afford.
It's time for Wake Up with Witcher. Here's meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center.
And it's Friday. That's got a nice little ring to it, doesn't it? Although, I don't know about you, it's like a discombobulated Friday because the holidays with, just really even from Thanksgiving to Christmas, you had New Year's, you're like, what day is it? Does anybody work around here? What is going on? It's always a weird end to the year, and then we kind of get back to some normalcy as we get through the week, and then it's Friday again. So a lot of folks maybe not be fully working yet. And as we get into next Monday, that's when I think really the normalcy, well, not even then, because kids are still out of school. They don't go back to school for, another week, I guess it is. Maybe. Do they have a whole nother week, or are they going back Tuesday? I don't know. That's the whole point of the story. It's so discombobulating. Like, what? What day is it? Anyways, it's Friday. We do know that. That's got a nice little ring. And so hopefully you have a chance to kick back, relax, and enjoy the day. If you're not working, if you are working, you're probably like so many others going, I don't know what to do. Nobody's here. Because the offices are usually pretty thin this time of the year as well. Anyways. How about this sunrise taking shape? Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning, right? We do have a storm system on the way, quote unquote, air quotes, storm system that's going to be setting up shop and rolling our direction. And so that's going to bring us, some high level clouds throughout the day today. Rain showers, probably not a whole lot until later on tonight. So let's go pick up our timeline on our future cast because this is the story at hand. Here's our surface low pressure. And as that swings its way our direction, the clouds will be increasing like the high-level clouds that we have out there this morning. They'll thicken up as we progress through the day today. Most of the day, probably not going to see much in the way of rain. The atmosphere is pretty dry in the low levels, and this is going to just take us to 7 o'clock here tonight. And so if you have travel plans along Interstate 40, maybe 24, you'll run into some rain showers throughout the day as all this starts to creep our way. So that's 7 o'clock tonight. So let's zoom on in and take you to the closer view. So really not expecting much rain through 7 o'clock tonight. And even if we were to see some of that across the Southern Valley, that's still probably not going to produce a whole lot of rainfall. Due to the fact that the atmosphere is dry, we got to overcome that. We're going to saturate up the column of the air or the atmosphere. And so here we go from 7 o'clock through the overnight hours. That's when the rain's going to start to build on in. So if you have evening plans tonight, heading out to dinner, doing dinner, maybe in a movie, when you leave the movie at about 10 o'clock tonight, you may have some light rain showers. If you're staying at home, should be just fine. Can't roll out a couple of spotty light showers throughout the first part of our Saturday, and then we're going to see that exit. This is a pretty quick little, pretty minimal impactful system, although it is going to bring us some much needed rain. Now, no drought busting rain. Like, what are you talking about? What you're looking at this. So north of Interstate 40, I think we'll pick up about 1/4 of an inch of rain or less. The further north you are from downtown Knoxville, and we'll use Interstate 40 in downtown Knoxville as the set point, really. North of that, the further north, the less rain you'll see. South of that, the further south you are, the more rain you'll see. I.e., places like Chattanooga, Soddy Daisy, Cleveland, Bradley, Polk counties could see a little bit more activity than, say, Roane or Loudoun or Blount County. So again, then we're not talking about any sort of drought-busting rain. I got my maps out of order here. Hold on a second. We got to change this up a little bit. There they are. All right, here we go. So this is what I want to point out is yesterday, the U.S. Drought Monitor came out, and Andrew's been talking about this on the platform. He's been posted on social media how some of the back roads up across the high country is a little bit on the rather dusty side. There's a reason for that, because we do have abnormally dry conditions in the area shaded in yellow. We have a moderate drought in the area shaded in light brown, and then the orangish color is a severe drought. So the severe drought's crept its way back in. We ended 2025 in a deficit of rainfall, and that deficit continues. Actually, rainfall deficit, let's see if I can find this map. I don't have this ready. I don't have it in order. I do have it ready. Here you go. This is our deficit over the last 30 days. And so you can really, it paints a picture. Now, we've had a little bit more moisture upper East Tennessee, but we're running anywhere from 1 to slightly over 2 inches behind on rainfall over the last 30 days. So that's why I said much needed rain is going to be settling its way on in, which we'll desperately need. All right, this morning, thanks to the high clouds zipping their way on in, sort of acts like a nice little blanket, keeping our temperatures a little elevated. Plus, we have a low pressure that's going to help to pull in some warmer temperatures. We are trending warmer this morning than yesterday, but still cold. We're at 34 degrees in Knoxville, 39 in Chattanooga. We're still stuck in the 20s from Rogersville to Tri-Cities. Oak Ridge, you're at 33, 37 in Crossville. So a little bit of an inversion taking place there. Remember, Crossville's higher in elevation than we are. Forecast highs, though, still going to be trending above average. Yesterday, we made it into the 40s and 50s, and we'll climb back into the 50s to near 60 today. So we are looking at warmer weather to work its way back in. And if you have evening plans, if you're going to be out and about after about 8 o'clock tonight, maybe a good idea to grab the umbrellas just to be on the safe side. Not expecting a lot of rain at that point of the game, but the later you stay out, the more rain you shall see. All right, let's see. All right, rain chances. So we're going to dry out as we get into our Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and most of Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there's some discrepancies in the forecast. One model has a lot more rain than the other model. So right now, we're just keeping it at a 30% chance. Know that the rain chances will start to creep back up a little bit, but at this point of the game, it doesn't appear to be a whole lot. What is going to happen is warmer air. So we're going to scour out the colder air. What you're looking at is 850 millibar temperatures. That's at 5,000 feet in elevation, okay? The reason why we look at that gives us a good idea of warm air versus cold air moving its way on in. And when you translate that from the 50s and 60s at 850 millibars, that translates to warmer temperatures here at the surface. You can add about 10 degrees or so. And so that's going to allow our temperatures to warm into the 60s to maybe even closer to 70 by next Thursday. We'll see how that plays out. But we talked about this last couple of days. The Climate Prediction Center still has a 70 to 80% probability of above average weather at the end of the 7-day and above and beyond the 7-day forecast. We may continue to trend above average. So, weak little wave swings its way through overnight tonight, increasing our clouds, increasing our chances for rain. Heaviest rain is going to be south of Interstate 40 tonight. Wet start to our Saturday morning. Maybe a few lingering showers through about, say 10 o'clock in the morning Saturday. Saturday afternoon, we'll see more sunshine. Sunday, more sunshine and warmer weather. And then as that ridge builds next week, we will continue to have warmer temperatures work its way back in. So if that's all you need to know and you need to hit the road, I sure hope you have a great day. If you want to stick around, we do talk about a lot more stuff like national holidays, weather events across the country, in history, world events as well. And of course, Witcher's Pictures, if anybody wants to stick around for that. All right, let's just get to work with the... What? There it is. Whew. Whew. Things were a little squirrely this morning in the studio. The gremlins kind of came creeping back in. All right, let's take it back outside. We'll show you. Ooh, this is a nice one. This is in West Knoxville as well. That's actually at the East Tennessee Weather Center. in West Knoxville. Today's national holidays, I don't know, but that grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup looks amazing. Doesn't that look so good? Happy birthday. We're celebrating birthdays and events on a day like today. Why not? Bonnie says, have you sent me an email yet? No, I've had some other issues I've had to deal with, so I have not had a chance to do that. That is literally, I have a list, Bonnie, of like a million things to do. This is how I keep my life in check. You can't really see it very well. You can't see it's blown out, but either way, I've got a list of things, and that is one of them. Good morning, Christy. How are you this morning? Happy New Year to you, Buck. Oh, Buck. It's going to be concerts, sports, and all kinds of things in 2026. And you're joining us here on the broadcast, which is good to see you, my friend. Today is National Cream Puff Day. Those look so good. Why are we doing that on the 2nd? We can't do that on the 2nd. We're supposed to be like exercising and doing things like that on the 2nd. Let's wait till like the 10th of January to start like, you know, I'd asked you the other day, do you do New Year's resolutions? Do you even care? Throw it in the chat if you do. I know it's pretty cliche, but listen, it's a good time to reset. A new year, a reset. Let's concentrate on what's going on. Is it going to be a financial reset? Is it going to be a healthy reset? Is it going to be just being a better person reset? Is it going to be friendlier, kinder, open doors for people kind of a reset? Is it to build your business a little bit more? Either way, there's so many different things that I think January brings a good designation to say, okay, let's reset these buttons here a little bit and let's move on, right? All right. So it's National Buffet Day. So not only are we going to be eating cream puffs, but now we're going to go do an all-you-can-eat. This is not helping our waistlines, is it? But it's National Buffet Day. And a thing that was not a thing during COVID, right? It's National Personal Trainer Awareness Day. Yeah, you better watch out for those personal trainers. They will get you. Personal Trainer Awareness Day. Yeah, good day for that, I suppose. Because we're kicking off the season, right? And it's National Science Fiction Day. Go watch yourself some Stranger Things. My oldest son wants to really sit down and watch Stranger Things. He actually came into the studio this morning already. Like, Dad, are we going to turn it on while you get ready for the show? I was like, I got too much going on right now, son, but tomorrow we'll try to get together and watch a little bit more of the Stranger Things stuff. All right. Let's talk about a little weather history, shall we? The second day of 2008 brought snow to areas of Indiana, Ohio, and the Appalachians through the northeastern U.S. Parts of New England received the heaviest amounts of snow, over 15 inches. In 1994, high winds buffeted the northern Front Range of Colorado. Peak winds gusts of 105 miles per hour at Squaw Mountain near Idaho Springs and 89 miles per hour in Fort Collins, Colorado, which, by the way, is where CSU is. In 1990, the first winter storm of the year and decade developed in the southwestern U.S. and blanketed the northern mountains of Utah with 12 to 23 inches of snow. In 1989, strong gusty winds prevailed along the eastern slopes of the Rockies. Winds gusted to 71 miles per hour in Colorado Springs. Old Man Winter in 1988 took a siesta, as it has taken a siesta here in the southeast, with snow a scarcity across the nation. For the second day in a row, Alamosa, Colorado reported a record low temperature of 31 degrees below zero. And in 1987, a winter storm moving up the Atlantic coast brought heavy snow and high winds to the northeastern U.S., gusts up to 82 miles per hour in Trenton, New Jersey. A dangerous part of New Jersey, by the way. In 1961, the coldest temperature of record for the state of Hawaii was established with a reading of 14 degrees. Okay, on top of the mountains, where they do get snow, and they do get blizzard warnings, by the way, in Hawaii. And in 1910, a great flood in Utah, Nevada washed out 100 miles of railroad between Salt Lake City, Utah, and L.A., causing $7 million in damage. That was 1910, causing $7 million. Could you imagine how much it costs today? Today's daily quote: is it bad luck to be superstitious? Andrew Mathis. I don't think so. In 1983, the musical Annie closed on Broadway at the Uris Theater after 2,377 performances. In 1983, the final edition of Gary Trudeau's comic strip Doonesbury appeared in 726 newspapers. Doonesbury began running again in September of 1984. In 1974, U.S. President Richard Nixon signed a bill requiring all states to lower the maximum speed limit to 55. Boo on you. The law was intended to conserve gasoline supplies during an embargo imposed by Arab oil-producing countries. Federal speed limits were abolished in 1995. Huh? Federal speed limits. Okay. Because then now the states take care of it. And now we don't have an Autobahn, right? Although I would love to drive on the Autobahn. And I don't know if it holds true today. I don't know if they changed it, but I think it still does. In Montana, during the daylight, there are no speed limits on some of the interstates. Within reason of your vehicle, of course. In 1960, U.S. Senator JFK of Massachusetts announced his candidacy for the Democratic presidential nomination. In 1942, the Philippine capital of Manila was captured by Japanese forces during World War II. In 1879, Thomas Edison began construction on his first generator. And in 1872, Brigham Young, the 71-year-old leader of the Mormon Church, was arrested on a charge of bigamy. He had 25 wives. Oh, let's step outside and take a look at those T-Dot cameras here for a second. We're just going to do this live. We're doing it live, everybody. We're doing it live. Right around the paper mill area, everything seems to be running smoothly so far. There are no accidents to get the day started so far. So smooth sailing on the interstate this morning. Now my buttons don't seem to be working. All right. Well, the clouds have really started thickening up. Oh, yeah, this is a cool one. I told you I really like this one. But I don't know what's happened to... I don't know. Something happened to all my buttons here. Let's see if I can't get you that live camera. There we go. Oh, that's a cool shot. KMNV, Monroe County Airport. It is back up and live. I talked about that yesterday. Your car is crap in Montana. Slow down. You're going too fast. You can't go 90 miles an hour. Oh, my goodness. All right. New Year's resolutions. Do you have any? Do you care? Do you not care? Hamlin School is Tuesday. Okay, so I think, yeah, everybody else is Tuesday. I'm just kind of like so discombobulated on time. Where is time going? Next thing you know, we'll be celebrating New Year's again. Anytime it's this warm in January, better watch out. Here comes March. Yeah, we'll see how that all plays out. Kids go back Monday. Staff is there today. Ask Laura Gorney how she feels about that. Laura, how do you feel about that? Well, I love how this, I've got certain words, obviously, that can't be shown on this broadcast. And so that's, it's a county, people. It's a county. I should take that one back out. All right, everybody. Good morning, Aaron. How are you this morning? Okay, so Bonnie, I'll get with you today. I promise you that. I will. I have a slew of things to get done. Good morning, Sandy. How are you this morning? Let's see. Between Lexington, Louisville, and 64 is Kentucky's Autobahn. Is it? There we go. Sing the song. I can't drive 55. Who's Charlie Starr? You know, like the craziest people. That's a lot of wives. I suppose so. Oh. Somebody come push my buttons. It's been a day. Oh, yeah. There we go. What's up, Mike? I saw your podcast on the radio Sunday and started following you. I appreciate that. So, I don't know. I posted that earlier. If you're interested, I posted on social media. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it right away, but I did a 30-minute interview or conversation, rather, with Frank Murphy over at he's at the B97.5 studios. Remember, I partner with B97.5. That's not the reason why he had me there. He's got a 30-minute Sunday special that he does, a community special. And so we talked about all things East Tennessee weather. So you can check that out. I posted it on my social media. You have to probably scroll through a few days. But if you're interested, just talked about who I am, my career path, how I ended up to where I am. Great conversation. I actually really do like talking about my career path because when I go talk to kids, I say, listen, no matter what you choose today, it is likely not what's going to be there tomorrow. I tried to get out of weather 7 times. You know, I wouldn't be owning my own weather company had I gotten out of weather, back in 2002. And here I am today in 2026. I've been doing weather for 25 years, going on 26 years. That's crazy. Bonnie does not make any resolutions, nor does Krista. Hey, by the way, CMC Neely, did you download my East Tennessee weather app? You should go to the App Store and search it. No, better yet, I'll put it right here in the chat for those that don't have the East Tennessee weather app. Here you go. I'm going to put, it's a one link. It's a link right here. So no matter what phone you have, boom, there it is. So it is, there it is. There's the link. I put it in the chat. Should show up on your chat. Click that link and download the East Tennessee weather app. And especially if you're just now tuning in, lots of folks every single day didn't know where I went. And they're like, where'd you go, Witcher? I left the TV stations is what I did. But I started East Tennessee weather. Oh, nice. Nice sunrise is taking shape here. Here's one from Wade. Wade Ward. That's a gorgeous sunrise, Wade. Good job. Hands down to you. Oops, wrong button. You'll see what I'm talking about. There it is. Let's see. You beat your wife. That sounded terrible. Sorry about that, Wade. You beat your wife to a picture. You beat your wife to a picture. Jeez. My bad. All right, let's see if we have any other Witcher's pictures to share with you. Oh, the family and I took a nice little stroll yesterday. We went to Lakeshore Park yesterday. We went and did a 3-mile walk. There's Lakeshore Park and the river right there in the distance. You can see the Smoky Mountains off in the distance as well. Great stuff right there. Oh, and by the way, and then we'll let you go for the day. Andrew, I know. Julie, I know. There's Elaine Ombre, I think I know as well, has emailed me as well. Anyways, look at this. We've got a slew of East Tennessee weather front license plates. Like I can fan myself with these things. These are 3D printed. My son and I were here in the studio. He's like, how much are you charging for those, Dad? And I said, I really don't. How much do you charge for something like this? So he goes, okay, let's go see how much it costs us to print them. And so we did. $10. $10. If you want an East Tennessee front license plate, $10. There we go. And we'll try to meet up with you. I don't want to have to try to ship these out if I don't have to. So if we can try to meet up somewhere, that would probably save everybody a headache of shipping and whatnot. But let me know if you want one. Email me, mike@easttandweather.com. I am printing these up as much as possible because I've got a 3D printer right here. No, I'm being allowed. This is a family program. I know. I'm sorry, Buck. It got away from me, okay? He's home and you're working. Oh. I don't know where I should go with that one. Let's see. Yeah, you got it downloaded? Pass it along if you like it. Pass it along if you like it. All right, that's all the pictures I have to share with you this morning. It is 7:52. We've done weather. We've done traffic. We've done all the things. So let's wrap it up, Witcher. Like, where'd my music go? There it is. Whew. Be nervous for a second. Hey, listen, happy Friday. The second day of 2026. Hopefully it's going well for you so far. Got the weekend right around the corner. The kids are going back to school next week. I love having the kids home. Hey, I hope you make it the best day ever. Make it a great day. Be safe. Be kind to each other. We know life is really short. It goes by really, really fast, doesn't it? So embrace it. Enjoy it. Do whatever you need to do to get through the day. Enjoy the weekend. Hey, listen, Wake Up with Witcher starts off at 8 o'clock Saturday and Sunday, 7:30 Monday through Friday. And peace out. Buck Dent's out of here. Peace out, homie. Anyways, I hope you have a great day. And we will talk to you tomorrow morning. And that's all I've got. I'm discombobulated. I told you. I'm all over the place. We'll see you back here soon.
So your colors, they start, and it's stripping you